Hello everyone, DMFF here, and first off I want to apologize for the audio quality. I'm on the onboard mic of my gaming laptop because I forgot my headset. But today, what is this? Is this Duel Links? That's right, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is back, and so are we, with a new deck tech. Alright, so this is Invoked Neos. Invoked Neos is a deck that I have played before in the past, and it is going to look very similar to deck lists that I have made for it in the past. So, without further ado, let's get into it. First, we have our Alistair the Invoker and Invoked package to be able to make the Alistair engine run. We have 3 copies of Alistair the Invoker, 2 copies of Invocation, and I have yet to be able to pull Magical Meltdown. So in place of Magical Meltdown, I have Fusion Reserve, but the optimal choice here would be to replace these with Magical Meltdown. For the rest of the Invoked engine, we have our Fusion monsters. We have 1 copy of Invoked Mechaba. It is limited to 1. They did release it to the game finally, which is ultimately what had me coming back, but the metagame in general is actually quite varied. Next, we have Invoked Purgatrio, great option to be able to OTK if our opponent sets monsters or puts them in defense position. Invoked Agades, which was also just released, can pop on summon and can banish a fusion monster from our graveyard in order to be able to pump itself larger. Invoked Raijin is a Book of Moon on a body, and Invoked Caliga is a way for us to stall the game a little bit. Make it so our opponents can only activate 1 effect and attack with only 1 monster, but the same goes for us. That is the Invoked engine in its entirety. Next, we have Neos, the Neos engine. So obviously we have 1 copy of Elemental Hero Neos, 3 copies of Neos Fusion to be able to fusion into our extra deck stuff. In order to get Neos Fusion more easily, and because I'm not playing the skill to make this pure Elemental Heroes, I am running Keeper of Dragon Magic, which on summon can discard and get our copies of Neos Fusion. Also, it can special summon like Yubel or Elemental Hero Neos from the graveyard in order to be able to facilitate future fusion summons. That said, alongside our Elemental Hero Neos, we have Yubel to be able to go into something, Rainbow Dark Dragon to be able to go into something, and Neos Wise Man to work alongside this Elemental Hero Neos Kluger. It is a great option going first, as it is sticky. If it's removed from the field, it will summon Neos Wise Man directly from the deck. It just requires Yubel and Elemental Hero Neos in order to be summoned. Our other fusion monster is Elemental Hero, well, it's just Rainbow Neos. Rainbow Neos is fantastic, huge body of 4,500 attack, and is great for OTKs. Requires Elemental Hero Neos and an ultimate crystal card. I am running Rainbow Dark Dragon. Initially, I did have enough darks all throughout the deck to be able to get it off, but I never saw it come up once. So the additional darks have been removed from the deck for better consistency and control. But Rainbow Neos is great, as you can send a monster you control to the graveyard to shuffle all of your opponent's monsters into the deck, send a spell or trap you control to the graveyard to shuffle all their spell traps into the deck, or send a card from the top of your deck to the graveyard to shuffle all of their cards in their graveyard into their deck. So it is multifaceted and really powerful, and can just facilitate OTKs quite easily. From there, we have our tech cards. 2 copies of Effect Veiler, could be 3 copies of Effect Veiler. I do have a dream ticket that could pick one up. I have thought about it. I am bouncing back and forth between 2 Effect Veiler, 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, or 3 MST, 2 Effect Veiler. You can adjust these either direction that you want them to. They are both very needed in this deck, as there is still back row, and Effect Veiler is very good at shutting down some strategies. Next, we have 2 copies of Kiteroid, gives us some survivability, and also can be a target for Invoked Raijin. Battle and Boxer Veil, limited to 3. We're actually running all 3. It is a hand trap that whenever we take battle damage, we can special summon it and gain the life points we lost. So we can trigger Destiny Draw and still keep our life points while having a body on the field to be able to facilitate link plays for our tech cards. Ultimate Providence rounds out the spells and traps in the deck as an Omni Negate. It's basically Invoked Mechaba on a trap card that doesn't banish, it destroys instead. Finally, we have Nightmare Phoenix to be able to pop back row and have a fire type for our Invoked Purgatorio. And we have Artemis, the Magistus Moon Maiden, to be able to get out Invoked Mechaba very consistently if we open up Alistair the Invoker. So that's the deck. This deck is actually really resilient. It holds up very well against the meta hero decks that are out there, and actually is a contender for getting King of Games with. I just yesterday climbed up from Rookie almost to Platinum with this deck, so I do plan on getting King of Games with this deck, and hopefully if it doesn't get hit or anything, I'll be able to bring this to the KC Cup next month. But, on to the gameplay. I hope you enjoy the gameplay. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and ding that bell if you want to see more Duel Links videos like this. And, let me know what you think of the deck. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day, and I hope you enjoy the gameplay.
build your left side to it.